Welcome back, everybody, to the Back Nine coverage of Round 2 of the 2020 Jonesboro Open, presented by Prodigy Disc and Played Against Sports. I'm Brian Earhart, joined here by Luke Humphries yet again, and we have kind of a fun card that we get to watch today.
Dude, these guys are crushing it all around this course. Garrett, Chris Dickerson, we got Andrew Presnell banging putts, and then the local Michael Mayo. Fun card to watch so far.
It's been a lot of different play styles as well. We have Presnell throwing this green drone on turnover lines, straight shots, just getting it done, and then we have Double G throwing 500-foot hyzers out here.
Literally.
It's just a fun place to watch the players open up. There's not as much danger as courses in, previous events in the season, and we just get to see them freely play the game how they want to play it, which is really enjoyable.
Yep, it is.
We move into this back nine. We have Double G at 4. We have Chris and Presnell at 3 down, and then Michael Mayo is at even. And as you mentioned last round, Paul Ulibarri is on a heater and climbing up the leaderboard fast.
So was Kevin Jones there. You saw making a move, as well as Ezra Aderholt.
And we're going to move into hole number 10, par 3, 360 feet. For a righty backhand player, it's a tough shot. I was watching Philo throw a turnover destroyer with a forced reverse skip from the left edge.
Yeah.
So if you don't have this forehand that Chris has, a little bit low out of the hand, the backhand is a really tight line to throw.
Right. You got to push the ceiling right off the bat.
And if that flattens...
Oh,
Yep.
My goodness.
That's exactly what I was talking about. You throw the turnover and you flex it out just enough to where the left edge still touches the ground and skips.
Oh, wow. Look at this. These guys are professionals.
It's an incredible shot.
Using the hard pan here at Disc Golf Side of Heaven properly.
And Michael just turns over that flick. Little uncharacteristic. He's been throwing some big sidearms out here today.
Shout out to Trayvon Crow for carding the ace on this hole yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic ace.
I think it must be a skip flick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get to hear how it happened.
Yeah, huge shout outs to Trevin. That's fantastic.
Look where Garrett got that drive.
It's a great birdie to start that back nine.
Fantastic. And what was that? That's Prezi right in front of him?
Yeah. He got the full reverse skip, and that's one of the tougher lines that I've seen a player have to throw, especially Presnell with someone no forehand, really. He's been practicing, but 360 is just kind of out of his arsenal. But because of that, he's super creative with the backhand.
There you go. Going through his whole process, not taking that one for granted. That's how you get yourself on chase card, taking your time.
And he actually came into this event with no USDGC invite.
Yeah.
And I've been told that he came into this tournament not even worrying about that. He wants to win. And he came out here with some fire, and you can tell he's starting to pick up.
Looks like he wants to win. And if he keeps that up, he'll for sure be going to the U.S. Open next weekend.
Absolutely. Chris is going to tap in his par. Couple awesome birdies from Double G and Presnell. And we move into hole number 11, a seemingly straightforward par 4 with a couple challenges along the way.
Yeah, if you look at that map, it's a straight snake. You want to throw something flat and overstable as a righty backhand player, let that guy hook up and die. And from there, you're left with either a turnover putter or like a
skip forehand or something like that. Placement is so key on this tee shot.
It is. Full-on placement shot. The miss is ending up left or long.
And Presnell's thrown his ice blue force, one of the more overstable runs they've had, and that's perfect positioning.
I mean, it's within 3 feet of ideal.
So Garrett's going with a Wraith on a pure hyzer line, and I actually love this shot.
Okay, it stayed out.
It's a little tight to that tree line.
And if there's anybody who's got the touch for a turnover putter on, it's Garrett from there. This is that flat hooking up line. This is a great shot from Chris, and that's piped.
That's going to be an A2 flick for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to be a solid position. Just on the edge. He actually, if he has room for the sidearm, it's going to be a decent shot.
Oh, I mean, that was probably 4 feet from being really easy.
Oh, that's
And,
unfortunate there
yeah,
for him.
and that was really hard.
Spike flick from Dickerson.
Perfect.
And it's probably because he's not trusting the skip on this grass. It's so inconsistent out here at this course.
And slightly uphill into the green, a righty forehand skip will flatten out skip instead of knife skip. That's a great shot from Prezi.
So it looks like he's lining up a cut roller.
Really?
Firebird. Got to control the speed. Yeah.
He's got it all.
He does. He has got more tricks in the bag than more players than I've ever seen.
Yeah. He's got it all.
So here's Double G for birdie.
Smiling like he's going to make it.
Luckily touched that disc and potentially could have had a rough roll away.
I wonder.
Wow. Prez with another birdie. There he goes.
Keeping it going. He really did come here to win. You can tell by his actions.
Yeah, his game plan seems very simple and straightforward. He hasn't tried anything too aggressive. And he's making these circles edge putts, which are so prevalent out here.
Yep, what it takes. You see just a little breezy. Garrett taking his time with it. Yep.
Takes the par. You never want to take any big numbers out here. That's the moment you start falling behind.
Yep.
Like we've said previously, taking pars on these holes, not a big deal. But the moment you cross into bogey territory, you start shooting down the leaderboard faster than you think.
So almost all of these things are birdieable, so it's not just a one-stroke swing. It's a two-stroke swing if you take a bogey.
Exactly. It's not like a hole like 12 at Northwoods where if you par it, it's the best day ever.
That is a birdie at Northwoods.
Hole number 12, 655 feet, par 4, up the hill, baskets on this sloped green. You have to pick off the tee. Am I smashing it over the OB or am I laying up and trying to play a tougher shot? The wind is a huge factor here.
Shot. Oh, yeah, monster factor. I think we're going to see some guys smash.
So Prez took out that ice blue force, and as you can see, it's fighting some sort of wind really hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crosses inbounds.
Great now. Maybe skim through that tree a little bit. That tree loves grabbing frisbees.
Oh, yeah.
Chris headed towards that tree as well. No worries.
Crazy distance on that hyzer.
Yeah.
And we'll see after 2 shots leaking left a little bit. We'll see what Double G has. Yep, there's the correction right there, man.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. What?
Oh my goodness.
He's on top of the hill.
Sonic standstill from there for Garrett.
Oh, wow.
He plays a different game. It's just that.
And Michael, following suit from Garrett, gets a little flip, high speed. Yeah, he's going to be safe as well.
Right.
Not top of the hill, but anything over is just fine.
Yeah, you'll take that.
Using this big tree as a reference point.
Exactly. That tree is pin high. If you slide in front of it, I mean, it's a tricky righty forehand.
Oh, yeah. You definitely have to pick where you're going to skip.
And that looks perfect.
Yeah, he should be about 20.
Yeah, a little short, but he's been hitting that putt all day.
Look how close these guys are. This is not a common spot to land for the rest of the field.
No.
But it's that elite level distance that gets you these, again, standstill AVR X3.
Oh my goodness.
He's just playing catch out here.
Yeah. What a game. How much fun would that be?
A lot less stressful.
I think that's right. Okay, so just outside the circle.
There he goes again. Another birdie putt for Presnell. That's 4 in a row. 6 out of the last 7 holes. He moves to 6 under par for the round.
Mama, there go that man. Shout out to Scott Van Pelt for that one.
Ooh, yeah. Nice call. Dickerson with the birdie as well. He's also gotten 5 out of the last 7. And Michael is going to stay at even par. Still a lot of room to move under.
He's really close to getting some of these holes, just slightly off. And because of how long these holes are, slightly off gets exaggerated just that much more.
Exactly.
In the morning, in the morning.
Birdie Fuel Coffee. Oh,
He took the cup. Where's he going with the cup? That's the cup.
took the cup. birdiefuelcoffee.com.
Hole number 13. Talk about this tee shot from the perspective of a righty.
Man, a righty has to hug that tree you just went by. Probably go within a few feet of the trunk if you're looking to get the proper line. Anything that pushes too straight will end up in the trees and possibly not able to come out of them.
Presnell doing just what you said.
Yep. Get the skip. Oh, he does.
And a forward roll.
Oh, yeah.
That's a sweet shot from Andrew.
Pin high 22, and really,
What are we seeing here? Dickerson opted for a turnover left side. Whatever he saw there, clearly he was, committed to it fully.
yeah, I'm slightly flabbergasted at that one.
It's a more open line than the camera is giving it credit for. But with Dickerson being such a solid hyzer thrower, you wonder.
Yeah, and a putter. Just give yourself a putt on this one.
Here's G. Not sure if he has a Wraith in his hand or a Destroyer here. Just clips the canopy.
It looked like that one could have fought through that branch a bit and instead just iron leafed and hit the deck. Great looking line
Yeah.
from Michael. Keep going.
Just didn't have the speed to get up to the green. He'll be circle 2.
I wasn't sure where Chris was going to end up. It looked like it could have been a bad spot, but that's an open shot from him. Stable putter. He'll take a par.
And G got kind of a bad roll. Oh, boy.
Oh, man. Yeah. He totally got a bad roll.
Could see the first blemish here of Double G's round, other than hole 5.
Look at determination in Michael's face as he lined that one up. And oh, man.
You never want to be here putting for par.
Never.
And that's going to be a tap-in bogey for Garrett. And here's Prez after a great shot.
Stacking them up. He's looked so good from that range today.
7 out of the last 8 holes.
Michael in for his par. Chris will be following that up. And yeah. That's one you want to get. At 353, you know the line you need to take. I mean, as a lefty, you're taking
I'm taking the wide hyzer, and it's actually a pretty simple line. I understand why Chris took that shot. But we move into hole number 14, and this one is much more balanced lefty and righty.
Yep.
Straight downhill, 520. Beautiful green that we're kind of funneling into. We're going to see some control drivers, fairway drivers. We're going to see a lot of different types of shots to get down here.
Totally will on 14. Today we were dealing with a bit of a tailwind.
And that's high from Presnell. That actually, if it flexes out, might be fantastic. Oh, he's caught up in that left side. The left side is super thick.
Real tricky. He's only about 40 feet out. He may have a circus putt of some sort.
If that drifts over, that looks like one of those beat FX2s that he's
I
thrown.
think it was. It's crazy. It's such a stable disc. New. That one must be. Oh yeah.
And he snuck out to circle one. Just leaks left. And that is still okay. He'll have a little hyzer chip shot to the green. And here's Double G with a wraith. Look at this.
Wow.
Fade out. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
There he goes. Circle one.
You see it so often on those trees. They just filter you through, maybe even kick you left a little bit.
Nice little forced skip shot from Michael.
Touchy little skip shot. Nicely done from him. It can get tricky if you end up left of this basket.
As you can see, Presnell just had nothing.
Yeah, 50 feet and
He's going to
nothing.
tap in his par. And here's Dickerson after a favorable kick. Just off the front.
That one had to look good until it hit the pan there. Good effort from Chris, though. Garrett makes this hole look so easy. I mean, we've seen it in years past as well. He's like hit the bucket, he's hit the log, he just parked it. It's a 520-foot hole.
No problem.
Like, let's not forget that.
Michael's going to tap in his par, as will the rest of our card.
Quick little look in right there. Andrew jumping up to 15 under, and he's basically put himself in the conversation for the tournament at this point.
He has, and the best part is we move into 15, which is a definite must-get par 3. Simple chip hyzer, 270 feet. We're going to see some overstable fairways, some overstable mids. We might see a rock 3 from Garrett here after acing this hole in round 1.
He just parks it.
Just decides to park it instead.
I already got you. I'm just going to take the birdie.
It's a Buzz OS from Presnell.
Really stable Buzz OS.
Yeah, that's a Crystal Memorial, I believe. And that's going to be circle 1 as well.
It's either an A2 or an A3 out of Chris.
And he wanted that to go. He's going to be about circle's edge.
Opting for something a little faster.
And yeah, this grass just does not give the skips that you're expecting. And that's a rough 3 to have to take on this hole.
You never want to do it.
No, you always plan to get it during your round. There it is for Chris, moving to 6 under par.
It's like a nose up flat to hyzer putt.
Very, very good trajectory.
It's so interesting.
It allows him to stall the disc for longer putts too, so it doesn't go that far past the
It's
basket.
exactly right. Something to mimic. You guys at home watching.
Especially spin putters.
Yeah.
And Garrett's playing basketball.
It's in.
Mid-range jumper goes in.
And no spit outs if you don't hit the chains.
Presnell closer than I thought.
Still going through his process. He's not taking anything for granted.
And he is 8 under par for the round, 16 under par total for the tournament. And he still has 3 holes left.
Yeah. Granted, 18 is a beast. 17's playing over par. His best chance for another one is right here at par 5.
Yeah,
16.
number 16, 855 feet. There is the chance for eagle if you can get the distance here. We're probably going to see Chris and Garrett push past this, guardian tree we just passed. And then they have a very committed shot over water with these little pines guarding the basket and a little ridge that also makes you land the disc a lot softer than you expect. So we'll see here. A lot of different plays. Garrett's going just straight up wraith.
Wow.
And he
my gosh.
has a shot for the eagle.
I think that's the Primus. That's so perfect. He'll throw a putter or a rock from there, I'd guess.
Presnell just leans on that force. Not going to get that downslope skip. He'll probably be laying up to take a birdie here.
Yeah. You're definitely left with a decision from a spot like that.
If that comes out,
Yeah. Wow.
should be in a decent spot. He might have a big anhyzer to the
It could
green.
be there. Yeah. Probably wanted it a little further left.
Oh, and on the par 5, you do not want to be there.
No, I'm sure that he was playing it for a birdie. Wasn't even thinking eagle. Just get yourself out there a little bit. And I mean, birdie's not out of the question.
No, definitely not.
I think he would have needed to get a little more aggressive on that shot there. He's now playing this one for par, putting it in the layup zone. Just sit. Just chill.
No. Wow. And that's the tough part about that layup zone for the
Yeah.
birdie. It's all downhill sloping towards the water.
And it's blind.
So Presnell's actually opting to fade away from that zone, and he'll be able to throw over the top.
Yeah, didn't even mess with the zone. Kept
No.
it in the grass.
And there we go with the big turnover. And it's continuing to move. And unfortunately, we didn't see where that landed, but it looked great out of his hand.
Yeah, didn't see the OB mark, so we're guessing he's got an eagle putt.
Huge hyzer from Double G.
Oh my gosh, as does Garrett. There's a disc really close to the basket.
So I'm guessing that might be Chris's for eagle.
Wow, looked like 17 feet for an eagle.
Oh, that's got to get up. That
Yep.
green drone.
Well, that was fortunate.
That's what's crazy about having an overstable disc that's beat in like that. When it does get speed taken off of it, the shape of the disc still flexes it out
Yeah.
as if it was overstable.
Yeah.
That's a really unique flight.
Yeah.
Nice that he did throw something like that.
That's probably part of the reason that he loves throwing that disc.
Exactly. Garrett is fine with a birdie.
Yeah.
You saw how safe that run was.
Yeah. Yeah, his back foot, just like he said, kind of slipped out, didn't give him the pop that he needed.
Oh, no. And that's a tough hole for Michael.
Oh, man, putting for your 6, need the 6. He'll be taking a double.
This is for eagle. What a second shot.
Yeah.
Blind turnover over the water. And I don't think it was a distance driver he threw.
I think it was a mid-range.
That was incredible.
Yeah. He throws far enough so that he can use a disc like a mid-range, which I think is how you properly need to come into this. You can't come in from right of the basket.
No.
So your disc must continue to be moving left to right almost the entire time.
What do you think, flatness and stiffness on this?
Somewhat flat, neutral stiffness. Danny, this is a sick one.
Dude, I gotta get through all these today.
Cheers to a good day, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Yeah,
That's good.
it's a hard day.
And we move into hole number 17. Par 4, 660 feet. One of the more precise shot shapes you have to throw off the tee to get to the birdie zone, which is right about here.
Yep.
And what are the righties throwing here?
Throwing something a little stable, I'd guess, so they could turn it over out of the hand and then let it hook up late. You just don't want to mess with the fence on the left. It's quickly how you take a bogey on this one.
He's gotten over on that too much, and he knows it.
I think that's his FX2 again.
And that is actually in an okay spot, relatively speaking.
Yeah, it can be jail in there. He'll be able to pitch back to the fairway.
And he wants that to fade out. And Garrett's made a similar mistake. There's no chance for a birdie there. They're scrambling for par.
Yep.
And Presnell throws it a little higher. As long as it has room to fade out, that's going to be very good.
Oh, yeah. Perfect placement from
He should
Prezi.
have a turnover to the basket.
Yep. I'm guessing green drone.
Probably. And here's a decent line from Michael. That's got to fade out, though.
Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's an awesome spot.
That extra roll, too.
He'll have one of those sidearms that he likes throwing, or even a touch putter to the basket.
Mm-hmm. Choices. I was wrong. It's not green.
So I don't know what that is that he's throwing. It might have been a Buzz SS that he had, but that just clipped that.
Just in front of that tree, and he's parked. Garrett going back to the forehand roller.
Wow.
He's using the angles.
No way.
Okay.
He's right there. That's
Yeah.
an up and down for par.
It is.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. It's a flippy driver, I think, from Chris. Looked like it almost got out and then rejected itself back in, possibly.
Yeah, we will see where he's at. Michael's flick just a little bit inside.
And I've seen that happen a bunch of times this week. Those trees just tick you and push you into the woods. Don't let much through.
Luckily, his tee shot was great. He's going to be in position for par. And that was a beautiful patent pending from Garrett.
Yeah. He's averaging like 7 feet with that Aviator X3 approach. It's handy. On a course when everybody else is hitting long putts for their scores, and it's handy. Nice committed putt.
When it was all bent down.
And I'm not sure if Chris is telling the story I'm thinking of, but I played with him on a card one year where he went so far right that he was actually able to throw a spike hyzer over the middle section of trees and parked it for his birdie. It was very silly. And it was one of the beautiful things about Jonesboro that doesn't really get to happen at other tournaments.
Yeah.
And here we go, Luke. Hole number 18.
Man, you think about this one when you show up and tee off on 1, you're already thinking, okay, I got to play 18 to finish. You just got to commit to 1. The second you try to play this not aggressive, like you're like, okay, just give me that par, just let me in.
Then it feels like a par 5, really.
Yeah.
And the drone flew past this little bowing out section of the fairway where the OB kind of pops out a little bit. If you have a giant sidearm or a big drifting backhand, that's the ideal landing zone for a birdie. But if you're middle like Chris still is, it's a tough look at the green.
That was a great drive.
Oh, yeah.
Can't say enough about that. OB down the entire left side, and you have to hit this gap right off the bat.
That's
Garrett
gonna
was looking
sit
for it all.
on.
Stayed safe. It's actually a little hard to get left if it's high enough.
Look at this. Glow force from Presnell. That is huge.
Oh my goodness.
That's going to be perfect through that left gap. That's one of the best drives I've ever seen on this hole. Huge shot. And to trust hyzer release towards the OB and to have it just flip up in full flight out of that, that's a fantastic shot.
And it's essentially what you have to do if you want to birdie this hole.
Yeah, if you watch footage of the finish course, Tempere, it's a similar concept. If you don't throw a pro-level shot off the tee, you will not get a birdie.
On their 18?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Pretty much their whole course.
Okay.
Pretty much a lot of Finnish course design seems to follow that concept.
Well, they've got a base that's just extremely proficient already.
Oh, yeah.
So they're needing to beef their courses up without a doubt. That's awesome. But that also creates a better caliber of player.
And there's green drone from Presnell. And that's going to give him one of those circle's edge putts that he's had all week. But on 18, to be sitting there is a really solid place to be.
Yeah, to throw a mid-range into this green is unheard of.
Yeah, very challenging.
Only 6 birdies on this hole yesterday.
Chris is going to put it to 15.
And if you take Calvin and Paul out of the equation, because both of them got it, only 4 people got it.
No.
Stop.
Right off that PDGA pad on the basket.
Wow.
Let's go, Garrett.
Fist pumps it and runs it in.
8 under par. That's a fantastic round.
Yeah.
That's going to put him at tied for 5th place. And here's Presnell. What a round.
Look at that back 9, you guys. 6 birdies, no bogeys. I mean,
this guy's on a mission.
Yeah.
Presnell is on a mission this week, and look for him to keep shooting hot in round 3.
Yep, he'll be on the lead card. Incredible. Michael taking that 7 on 16.
Tough finish for him.
He's going to grow from this. The dude is
Absolutely.
an awesome guy, awesome player. He's getting himself opportunities, and he'll continue to grow, I know.
Dickerson also finishes at -8.
Yeah.
What a card to watch.
Yeah.
2 -8s and -9. Rough round for Michael Mayo, but still overall a fantastic round of disc golf to watch. Yeah. Thank you again, folks, for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe to Gatekeeper Media on YouTube. They do have a Patreon as well, so look into that if you're looking to support them and get more fantastic disc golf content. Paul Ulibarri shooting a 12 under par, moving up to the lead card round 3.
So crazy. Flame. Absolute fire. Can't wait to watch that one go down.
Thank you all so much again, and we will see you in round 3.